Hello Hanji Kid Down, what's up people? It is match day and the mighty Tractor Boys, we're away today as we take on Crystal Palace. Before we get into anything, you know we got to do the shout outs. Massive shout outs to Angel Care Homes for all your care needs in the Black Country and Birmingham area. Massive shout outs to Mark Darcy for all your formal menswear needs. And of course to Desi Ballers, highline all South Asians at all levels in the beautiful game. I'll put their details in the description. Make sure you check them out. And like I say, each and every video, if you haven't already, make sure you smash the subscribe button, hit the like button on this video, turn the notifications on, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Someone told me I need to do a little like target. So for the likes, let's hit a target. Let's go for 50 likes on this video. So make sure you smash it. Make sure you share the videos. And like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comments. But let's get to it then. So after a good performance in the week up in Nottingham in the FA Cup, we're taking on Palace and we're hoping to get something from the game. In terms of head-to-heads, we've won 32 games, they've won 28 and there's been 24 draws. So we have just edged it. Obviously, the last time we played Palace was back in December. Last time we played at Selhurst Park, it was back in August 2017. That was in the League Cup. I'm pretty sure a certain Mr. Luke Woolfenden, it's where we wore that special white strip, if you recall. I'm sure he was in the lineup that day. But it was a 2-1 loss in the Kebab Cup, or was it called Kebab Cup then? Might be called League Cup still, or whatever. Anyway, and last time we actually were in the league at Selhurst Park, you've got to go back to September 2012, and we lost 5-0 here at Selhurst Park. Last time we beat, so a couple of stats then, last time we beat Palace in the league is April 2013. If you haven't seen the footage on Twitter or X, does anyone really call it X? If you haven't seen what the club have put out on social media, we all remember that Aaron Creswell screamer, top bins in front of the North Stand. An interesting stat as well, the referee, and we'll get onto him in a minute, but the referee during that game was a certain Mr. Simon Hooper, who will be the referee today. And then last time we won at Selhurst Park, you've got to go back to August 2010. That was a 2-1 win for us. But when it comes to Premier League, we've never actually beaten Crystal Palace in the Premier League. So I'm hoping we see that change today. So referee, as I said, is Simon Hooper. He's had 298 games. A majority of them have been in the Premier League. So he's done 119 in the Premier League, 117 in the Championship, 1 in League 2, 2 in League 1 and 6 in the League Cup. And for Town, he's refed us 15 times. There's been 7 wins, 2 draws and 6 losses. Last time he refed us was that 2-1 away win we had against Wolves back in December. And like I said, he did ref the reverse of this fixture back at Portman Road when Town beat Palace 3-0 with that Aaron Creswell strike. In terms of lineups then, I've got here super early. You know me, I hate London traffic. It took us literally from getting off the M40 to getting, and I think it was like 20 miles, it took us an hour and 20 minutes, almost an hour and a half. Like, I don't know. People that drive in London, I take my hat off to you, man, because I can't do it. But yeah, we got here super early. Obviously, team lineups haven't come out. I'll put my predicted lineup on the screen now. So as you can see, Palmer in goal, Davis left back, centre backs Greaves and Woolfenden, with O'Shea moving out to the right because we know Axel's out and getting surgery on his thumb. In the centre midfield, I'd go with this, the tried and tested pair of Sammy Morsy, who was phenomenal on Monday. And if you haven't seen it, I'll put a little compilation video of his game on Twitter, so go have a look on my Twitter page. But Sammy Morsy with Jens Kayuste, and then up front, I've got a feeling we're going to see a number 10 return. We know Schmodix is out, but I've got a feeling either Enciso or Chaplin is going to make the at least maybe the bench. So I'd go for Jack Clark on the left, Jaden Philogene on the right, Amari Hutchinson, because you know it was a bad collision, bruised leg or whatever. So I'm hoping he's fit enough to play with the lap up top. In terms of score prediction, I'm backing us. We've got to start collecting points. That performance on Monday gave us a lot of belief. I know it was in the cup, but like I said, I'm backing us and I'm going for a 2-1 Town win. But yeah, man, I'll catch you all in there.
Stays in it.
Yeah, no one. You sound very.
Oh wow, this is nice. We've got Marcus Harness, we've got Marcus Harness, we've got Marcus Harness all the time. Come on, me babs! We think it's fucking brilliant. It's Sam Morsy. He's Egyptian. Pomeroy's kingdom. We think it's fucking brilliant. It's Sam Morsy. Shoot! So Bobby conquered Europe, and we won the FA Cup. We support the Ipswich, if we're down or if we're up. Ole, ole, ole! Ole, ole, ole! Close in! If I'm being fair. Go with him, Clark.
Yes, Lewis! Come on, take him on! Go on, lad, shoot!
Plus defenders scoring 1 or 2. Looks good. Looks fine. Julius Caesar's on my mind, and he's Ipswich number 9, singing do a diddy dum diddy do.
Jack, win it, get back! Hey!
Well done, Wolfie! Nah, look, I can see it there, it's not even the fucking zone.
Got it, it is, come on. He's got no one there.
Big up the town. Come on, me babs. No, that's...
Come on, oh, come on, man!
Ooh. Stop the shot. Over land and sea. Come on, Clarky, that's the ball! gonna do nothing. We ain't gonna do nothing. Oh! Leo de la Polele. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, oh. Johnson in the morning. So Clark and Philogene have gone off. And Johnson and Amari are on. Come on, Amari! That's too easy. And he just come back from a knee. Nathan Broadhead.
Yes, right. Give it.
Speed it up.
Come on, Brody. Come on, Brody.
Find the pass! Find the pass! Find the pass!
Finish! Finish! Oh!
Na na na.
Release it!
Criminal not bringing on Sam Morsy. Criminal. I'm sorry, McKenna, you gotta wear that, son. Sammy told him he goes on, go dash shoes. On his top.
5 till 6, so you got time. You've got an hour. You can break his fast now.
This man should have been fucking on the pitch. So what we're saying about that one then, peeps, it's finished Crystal Palace 1, Ipswich Town 0. Let's get to the match reaction then. So before we get into the details of the match, you would have seen on the vlog, obviously I got there early because I had some hospitality tickets, and massive shout out to Box Office Events for sorting the hospitality there and hosting us at Selhurst Park. Really good event, great seats, great atmosphere. You know, you get, and to maximize, I guess, the use out of the box and all the rest of it, you do want to get there early. That did mean I went, I left Cov early thinking, I should avoid traffic, all the rest of it. Flew down the M40, no problem, got towards London, and then it takes an hour and a half to do 20 miles. I hate London, man. Not Londoners, like a lot of you Londoners are cool. Big up Jonathan that was there yesterday. He's a Londoner, obviously born and bred Ipswich, but he lives in London and all the rest of it. He's a Londoner. Big up my boy Chris, East London Tractor Boy on Twitter if you ain't seen him. He's on a lot of my earlier videos, obviously. But yeah, he's a Londoner. The only criticism, and they know this, and I tell it to them all the time, is they can't pronounce certain words when they say laugh and bath and glass. And it's like, it's laugh, it's bath, it's glass. But anyway, this ain't about London not being able to pronounce certain words. This is about, obviously, the Ipswich Town vlog, right? So yeah, again, massive shout out to Box Office Events. Their details will be in the description. If you got it, if you want to do it, make sure you check them out. They've got lots of boxes at different clubs as well, not just Palace. Obviously, a lot of the London clubs and Big Six and stuff like that, and lots of types of hospitality events and all the rest of it. And also check them out on their Instagram page because they are giving away a signed Sammy Morsy shirt. So that's his shirt from the game yesterday. So then in terms of the game itself, it's fair to say Palace started off the strongest. Really early doors, I think Adam Wharton, who really ran that midfield yesterday. He finds a really lovely pass to, I think it's Nketiah. He took the shot like a player lacking confidence, if you like. But Palmer, big Alex Palmer saves. And then we have our own chance at the other end. Davis gets down that wing really well, cuts it across. Kayus comes storming in like he's come from the back post, gets across his man, has a shot, and credit to Henderson. I think is it Henderson they've got in goal? Yeah, it made a big save because that was going bottom corner as well, so that could have been a goal. So we both had kind of two clear-cut chances straight away. So then in the first half, I think, obviously I'm not going to go through all the chances. You can see it on the vlog and all the rest of it. But first half, I think it was pretty even. Although maybe Palace had, they probably had edged it in terms of clear-cut chances. Second half, you're thinking, okay, Town, we rarely seem to kick on well, apart from when we did on Monday. But a big reason for that was, he's on the bench. So you're thinking, okay, are we going to have another flat second half like we've seen many times, like Man United away the other week as an example? But that wasn't to be. We were again soaking up the pressure and trying to hit him on the break, hit him on the counter. And then Eze, a player that, as you know, I'm a fan of. Him and Adam Wharton, I'm big fans of. And first half he was a bit quiet, but I don't know what the manager had said to him at the second half, but he seemed to get a bit more space, and he was then having a few shots. And he has one which loops up and hits the post. And then he has another one which I think is slightly blocked a little, but Palmer makes a save as well. You're thinking, okay, bloody hell, like one of these could go in. And then, yeah, the goal, like I think Calvin Phillips has gone in, and he's gone in maybe. I don't think you can criticise Calvin Phillips for it. But he's gone in to win the ball, and it's the way he's won it, he's ended up kind of poking it, and it's gone through as a through ball for Sarr. And credit to Sarr because it's a really good finish, and it was like almost like deja vu back at Portman Road. That time it was a dink over Walton. This time it was a dink by Sarr over Palmer. So, credit to the lad. It's a very good finish late on in the game, so a bit of pressure. And then, yeah, 1-0. And you're thinking, okay, can we get something and try and get a draw now or whatever? And Ben Johnson has a chance back post. Again, that's created really well from Amari. And one of the things I say about Amari all the time is the strength of him. You know, he wins that ball. He shoulder barges the man, wins the ball, makes the right decision, plays it across to Davis. Davis plays a beautiful ball back to the back post. Johnson should be hitting the target there. Then you're thinking, okay, this is it. It's we're not going to score. And sure enough, eventually the referee blows and Palace have won. They're buzzing and we are 5 points. Well, now we're 6 points because Wolves drew as well, but we're still, adrift from Wolves. So I'm not going to do full player ratings, but we are going to do the man of the match and a couple of honourable mentions. Jens Kajust, and that is how you pronounce his names. I did ask him after the game yesterday. I was like, what is the correct pronunciation? He says, look, I'm not offended how people say it's up to them, but this is the correct pronunciation. So it is Kajust, not Kajust, not Kajust, not whatever, it's Kajust. Unless I heard that wrong and I've completely misheard that. Jonathan was there, man. Hopefully he'll comment and tell me if I've got that right. But yeah, I thought he had a really good game. Unlucky not to open his town account. Really showing signs of getting forward and breaking lines. And he's a reason we really need to stay up, man, because I'd really like to keep him at Ipswich Town. Starboy Amari, I thought he, as soon as he come off the bench, he added more. And we looked, to get at the team more. I've talked, for months and probably, even a year or so now, maybe longer, about, the ability of this boy, right, or this young man. And, it is quite frightening because he's got the pace, he's got the tricks, and he's got the decision making, which you don't normally see in younger players, or you don't see that level of maturity in their play until later on in their careers. Leaf, I thought Leaf was really good yesterday as well, getting up and down that wing, defensively solid. There's going to be questions saying, well, Leaf's out of position, which is why Greaves gets caught out, but Leaf is naturally going to be pushed higher, and that's that risk and reward we talk about. So whilst you may say he's out of position, he's actually in the position he should be in because we're about to be on the transition to attack. So yeah, really solid game for Leif Davis, and I think Tuchel was there as well, so hopefully he's keeping an eye on him. And so in terms of man of the match, so top three, so at number 3 it's Julio Enciso. I thought brilliant to see him come back. Unlucky not to score. He really put the defender down on his backside in the first half. Had a shot, really unlucky there. Tried a bit of a spectacular shot in the second half when maybe, if I'm being critical, he maybe could have taken the player on or taken a bit closer. Or maybe brought someone else into play. But yeah, really positive. Just need to make sure he's fit. And, you can just see he's going to open his account soon. And why not, man? Maybe he gets a goal, or the winning goal against Forest next Saturday. So then in second, Liam Delap. I'll give him first if he got a goal. Right, that's it. But yeah, he ran his socks off. Really hassled their defenders. Just didn't really have his shooting boots, man. He did everything right apart from shoot. And we've been spoiled. He's a young player. He's learning his trade still. Just because he's come out of the blocks firing at the beginning of the season, he still needs a bit of time to adapt. So, yes, he hasn't scored yesterday, but he's also a reason that we didn't concede a lot, because the defensive side, when you're talking about set pieces and corners and all the rest of it, he's very good at clearing lines. And then man of the match, for me, he's one of our own. It's Mr. Luke Woolfenden. This man has always come into the team and delivered. Rarely gets beaten. Communication. He's vocal. I can hear it. I can hear him in the stands. Yeah. He understands. He has passion, right? Drive. So when the chips are down and we're chasing, if he's on the ball, he ain't going backwards to keeper or sidewards. He's launching it forward, right? And 9 times out of 10, he's finding a good pass. That's the other thing. Distribution. Good pass through the ball. Strength. Strong, solid defender, right? And he just looks so calm. We look defensively more sound when Wolfie's in the team. And he's just an absolute joy to watch. And yeah, maybe I've got my blue tinted glasses in because he's the academy player. But look, he was the only town player on that pitch that was there last time he was at Selhurst Park in 2017. And just like that night, where I thought he had a really good game, him, Downs and Nydam, they had really good games. I think just like that night, he was a top performer. And yesterday, in the Premier League against Crystal Palace, Luke Woolfenden was man of the match. So yeah, disappointing result. Obviously, Wolves have drawn, so that's now 6 points, 7 with the goal difference, and it's not looking good. Now, my only criticism, and maybe it's my bias, but you don't bench Sam Morsy. Yes, he played 120 minutes of football on Monday, but he ran the show on Monday. And when you're playing a team with a midfielder like Adam Wharton, one of the best young midfielders in world football, right? When you're playing him, who by the way, just seemed to always have space. He always seemed to find space yesterday. When you got the likes of him, when you've got the talent and the skill of Eze, we're not even talking about who was their lad? Number 26 with the afro? Solid defender, right? Henderson, solid keeper. When you've got all this experience, we need our experience. So I like Calvin Phillips. I like Jens Kajust. But Sammy Morsy has to play each game. We need to score goals. Single points, get a 0-0 is going to do nothing for us at this stage of the season. We need to go out and attack, and we need to be saying we need to get 3 points by hook or by crook. And to do that, you play your players that are going to create chances. So Jens and Calvin together have created, have created 12 chances. It was 11 or 12 chances throughout the whole season. Sammy Morsy by himself has created 15 chances. And that's your defensive midfielder. Like, Sammy is a direct, he goes forward. We need him in the team, right? It may look prettier with Jens and Calvin, but the stats are there, you know, and that's what it is. If we want to score goals, we do that. Wicked experience, crap result. On to Forest next week. See you later, peeps.